year in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Ready! 60 or.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey,
Go.
Check 99, check 99.
Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And some room to run now. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
41's the mic.
Go.
Hey, watch this. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Skinner. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55 the mic. Check 55 the mic.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Skinner. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Let's go, boys.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 46 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. 50 plant.
They're running it. Kill.
Big grip.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Ready, 30 base.
51. I smell fear in that
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 2nd and a yard, Watson. He finds his running back, Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
59! 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And who's got it? The Giants.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Where's that?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mike, 19. Mike's 56.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
29. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check it roll. West. And go.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 41, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Check 3, check 3. 55.
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
19.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Hey, 31.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, he gets it to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Watson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 6 yards.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, Zoo. Look at me. Zip. Ready?
From the gun, Skinner. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Wait, set.
19.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
24.
Slam.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, here I come.
On the counter, here's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Set. 19.
Stick at the mic. Let's go one more.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead, you've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Break. And here we go. Watch the 61. Matchbox lights. 5.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Here comes the ball.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready,
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Skinner. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Faking the give, now Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You've learned how to play it the Madden way.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Skinner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Everyone, you got 4 down. I got one. Save.
Go.
Back to throw. Skinner steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready.
Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the run.
Get it.
From the gun, Skinner. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you have it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Mike, 41's the Mike. Check, 41. Coming to you. He's checking.
He's grip.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Down. 90 Wolf.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Come on.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Skinner eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Got it.
41's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
On second down now. It's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Keep doing it.
Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's our time. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Again, it's Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be ready.
Now Joe Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go, here we go. Trips, trips.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And Thomas has it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, That'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A first down carry now for Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Shoot.
Again, it's Bell. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Five.
Quick dash. Come. Check your hot read. Deuce.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Skinner. Catch made by Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, exit. Hey.
I got him. That's me.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Skinner. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
Ready.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You run.
Hey, Echo.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Watch the screen. Bring it.
Yep. Let's go.
Back to throw. Skinner. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
First down, Giants.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
We got to step it up.
Hey, I stepped it.
From the gun, Skinner. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
On 2nd down, it's Bell.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Got a man, Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Get ready. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hey, Delta. On the ready.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Hey, man. 54. Watch the boot. 56. Mike, 56. Right here. 56. Let's go.
From the 29, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He's set. He's 19. 56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Stills the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, wahoo!
Yo.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Skinner. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Skinner. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Miller. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped in. Inside the 40. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, 28 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Watson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Back to the air on 2nd down. Skinner. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time. If you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
This one is Slayton over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st down, New York.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Looking to throw. Skinner. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
You don't want to see me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Skinner finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Right there. All day, baby.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Ready?
They'll run it with Bell. And some Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. release. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that